Hi guys, welcome to Weekend Dev Challenge by CodeChef. In this, every week we'll be giving you development challenges to give you a hands-on experience on coding to improve your skills on building real-world projects. So this is weekend 37 and let's get started. So this first project says Corporate Asset Registry Project. So in this, basically, you have to build a Spring Boot backend that acts as a digital ledger for a modern company. It allows the company to track, organize, and manage their physical assets, like laptop, vehicles, whatever they have. It has to be managed, right? So who is driving that? Who has that particular asset right now and all? So basically, this particular project it works on that manage for a company to manage all their assets at one particular place. So here we have four different uh, this thing Java this thing and files. So basically, the first one is asset service, which is the brain of the whatever the particular project is. Next is asset controller, which acts as a manager, manages all the things. One is asset repository, which basically is a repository which stores all the data whatever is there. And one more is asset.java, that is basically the overall structure of the project. All right. So initially, let's see the asset.java first. So in this, basically, we have uh, first is a default constructor, that is asset, and then we have the parameterized constructor that takes the input, that is asset name, category, purchase value, and assign to. So all these four things it takes, followed by getter and setter function. So basically get id, set id, and get asset name, set asset name. So to get asset name, it returns the asset name. To set, we have used this keyword to set the asset name. Similarly, we have for category, purchase value, and assign to. So we have these four categories, that is what is the asset, what is the category it belongs to, what is the purchase value of that asset, and who is it assigned to. So these are the four categories which we'll be handling. Next comes asset service. So basically in this asset service, we have the constructor injection first. So it gives the repository access to you. So this constructor injection basically gives the repository access. So next we have the function, that is the first is public asset add asset. So in this add asset, we save the asset to the repository. So whenever we are adding the asset, new asset we are adding, it saves the asset to the repository. Next comes list all the assets. So basically in this list all asset, we'll be using the find all function. The repository.findAll gives us all the assets that is currently existing. Next we have the get a single asset by ID. So I need a particular asset which has to be fetched from the repository, and I have that ID for that. So that what I'll enter the ID for that asset and I'll extract the asset ID. Then we have the category of that asset, whatever that category is, we list all the assets in that particular category and all. Then followed by we have the update asset. So to update the asset, we need existing asset. So this asset ID, we'll try if it matches with the existing asset. If it is matches, if it is not equal to null, then we update all the IDs, whatever the asset name, category, purchase value, and assigned to, we'll update it with the new details, and then we save it back to the repository. Next comes, delete the asset. So to remove an asset, we have to, enter the ID of that asset. If that particular ID is there, then we delete it, saying this ID is, this asset of this particular ID has been deleted, or else if it is not there, then we say it is not found. Then we have the asset repository. So basically in this repository, it has all the categories, find by categories, list of all the categories, and an asset controller basically, is the manager kind of thing. We have a, add this thing, post request for add asset, and get request for retrieve all the assets, existing assets. Then we have again get this thing request for retrieve asset by ID. Whatever the ID is there, we have to retrieve the asset by that. So we have the get. So we then we send the control to service, and then we try to get access by category, and inputting the category as the input parameter. So it goes to the get asset by category here with all the input, all the input, whatever the category is there. So then from here it moves on to the control goes to the asset service, and that's how we extract stuff. Then comes again update the asset. Again it goes to the update asset control, then followed by delete asset. So let me run the program. I hope you have understood this. Yes, so Spring Boot application has been started. So let me add new asset. Asset name is a car. Category is vehicles. Purchase value would be $1,500. Assigned to Akshay. Save asset. So it is saved. Now add new asset. This time I'll add a mobile phone. Category is electronics. Purchase value would be $200. Assigned to, let's give it as Virat this time. Yeah. So now I need to search asset by ID. I'll enter 1 and I'll click on search. Okay, ID is not there. I'll click on category. So what is the category? Electronics. Okay, so you can see electronics, only mobile is there. If I click on edit it, I have the access to edit it. And again, save it back to the repository. If I want to delete, then one click, delete. So let me submit the program. So the test cases have passed, and that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.